Good morning, YouTube. Happy Sunday. It's another video from my car. I decided to get off my butt and go for a walk today. So I'm headed out to a nearby park to go just for a little walk, get some exercise. Last night's walk around Chastain was great. I had a really good time. My whole body hurt, including my ankles. So I decided to repeat. So I'm headed out for a little bit. But I just watched a video that really made me laugh and sort of think about the funny things that happen after weight loss surgery. And it's all things that most of us are experiencing. So I thought I would post a little response video. The video is from Simply One Kel, and she posted a really funny video about a bodily function that sometimes happens after weight loss surgery. Anyway, she talks about her issue with gas, both belching and farting. And she asked if people have a lot of issue with that. And that's something I've never seen someone ask before. I know I've seen people complain at times about their bodily functions, and especially bypass patients, because the digestion process is a little different for them. Haven't seen a lot of that from VSG people, and I know for me a lot of things just like come and go from my mind, and it's kind of routine by now, so I don't really think about it. But watching the video, I just kind of started thinking about little things that I go through that are weight loss surgery related. Like every day I wake up with heartburn. Sometimes I wake up in the middle of the night with heartburn, and I have to like I don't even have to open my eyes to grab the bottle of Tums and chew up some, and then if it doesn't go away, then I get up and take a Zantac. I'm trying to be down to one Zantac. I think it's 150 a day. If I can, sometimes if I wait too long to eat, I have heartburn. Jelly, like I said, Jelly does not like it when I don't feed her. She starts spitting up acid up all into my throat, and that's not fun. So I know when I start feeling heartburn, I should probably eat something, or if I can't eat something, I try to take a Zantac. Like in the middle of the night, I'm not going to get up and eat. So I take some Tums or a Zantac, but that's kind of like my everyday life. And I've found that I can't really complain about my heartburn because, you know, everybody's all concerned, and not everybody in my life knows about my surgery. So, you know, everybody's like, why are you having heartburn every day? You shouldn't be having heartburn every day. You need to go to your doctor. And I'm like, yeah, my doctor knows. It's kind of what happens, and hopefully it'll eventually go away. But, you know, for right now, I have heartburn every day. I thankfully don't have a bowel gas issue. I'm pretty regular as far as bowel movements and such. I really only have to take Colace maybe, you know, once a month or so, which is such a different experience than when I first had surgery and I had to take it every day. I believe I'm getting enough fiber now to where I don't have to take Colace every day. So, but I still have it around in case I need it. I also have that milk of magnesia, but I only took that once because I didn't feel like it did much for me. The other issue that I have that is actually really funny to me is that my sleeve is loud. And I heard that this happens at the beginning and it begins to taper off after a while. I kind of hope it never goes away because I kind of just like knowing that it's there. It's kind of a reminder that I have a sleeve. She's loud. After I eat, it's like a concert going on in there. I have no idea what the heck is going on after I eat. After I drink, it feels to me like a funnel. You know how there's a funnel and you have all this liquid here and it's slowly like trickling down. It feels and it sounds to me like and maybe that's the process. Maybe it's like trickling down into my small intestine or whatever, but that is totally what it sounds like, because I'll be like mostly at work, or one night I was sitting at home and talking to Chris, and we were trying to have a conversation, and my sleeve was all up in the conversation. He's like, "So, how was your day?" And my sleeve was like, "Rah, rah, rah." I'm like, well, Jelly had a good day. Now, if I could talk for a minute, and, like we would be just talking, and my sleeve was like, blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, would you shut up? I'm trying to talk here. He would laugh. He's like, it's okay. I know you're doing something in there. I can't control it. I can't help it. Or, I'd be at work and people would wait, for the most inopportune time to come sit at my desk and try to have a conversation. And I think most people just ignore it and they think I'm hungry. I'm not hungry. I just ate. I'm digesting, and that's the sound of me digesting. So, I'm sitting there, and especially my boss's son, who's the most hilarious person. He comes sit at my desk and he's like, "Hey, what's going on?" and blah, blah, blah. "Did you get this sales thing?" And Jelly is like, "Rah!" He looks at me and he's like, "Are you hungry?" I said, "No." No, she just wants to be in on the conversation. So we'll just be talking, and I'm making noise and I feel like everybody can hear it. And, I'm sitting behind my desk and he's sitting at my desk and he's just looking at me and he's like, "Does that hurt?" And I was like, "No." it's just it's just what happens after I eat or drink something. That's what happens. It's kind of funny. It's really interesting. I've never been in a quiet room while that's happening, but I can't even imagine like students that have the sleeve surgery and then have to sit in class. You must have to time your meals or whatever causes that to happen to where you're not making noise and competing with the professor, or sitting there taking a test and your stomach's like, like, maybe their sleeves don't do that. Maybe it's just mine, but it would be nice to hear if someone else had this phenomenon, because while I don't really have bad gas issues, I do have a very loud sleeve. The other issue that I have is belching. Like, sometimes I just feel like there's air trapped like in my chest or in my belly, and I cannot get it out for the life of me. It's like the bubble. You feel the bubble. And this is bad, and we are not supposed to do this, but I chew gum because I know a lot of people swallow gum when they chew. I, for some reason, swallow air when they chew gum, and that's why they don't want you to chew gum, because of how much air. But if I don't chew gum for a couple days, I have like this bubble. So I put a piece of gum in my mouth and I chew it for about 10 minutes, and that, for some reason, helps me release the extra gas. I know it's weird. Chewing gum makes me belch. Sometimes something with a little carbonation helps. Like I'll go get a Sprite Zero, kind of shake it to release some of the real strong carbonation. Let it melt in a cup of ice, which is approved by my doctor, by the way. Let it melt in a cup of ice for a couple minutes, and then take a few sips. And something in the carbonation helps me relieve that bubble of gas. It's not something where I feel like I'm having a sharp gas pain It's not something where I feel like I need to be on medication for it. Just every once in a while, I'm like, "Ah, I wish I could burp. I need a burp, but I can't." And then sometimes, I'm at home and I'm laying in bed, and if I can let it go, I just do. And it feels so good after. It feels so good after. Now I have to make sure I'm at home alone because I feel like burping and belching in front of other people is rude. But yeah. Um, I can't really think of any other weird phenomenon that I just deal with every day because it's kind of just a side effect of the surgery, aside from not really being able to eat a whole lot of food. I think I'm just kind of used to that, which is why being so hungry last week really surprised me. And I was on my walk last night and talking to my friend, and she's like, "So were you just like miserable?" And I said, "No, because you can kind of eat around the surgery. Like, I'll eat, and I'm like, okay, I'm full. And really, about 25 minutes later, I feel fine. So I'm like, what's in the kitchen? What? Ooh, pretzels. Yeah, I'm gonna have 2 of these, and then I'm full. And then a half hour, 45 minutes later, I'm like, do we have any sandwiches? I just want the meat and the cheese off a sandwich. Ooh, grapes. I'm going to have some of those. And, 4 grapes and I'm full. So all day of that, and that's probably like, I don't know, 8 million calories. Of course, I didn't count, calories or carbs any of those days. But by the time we got to dinner, I was stuffed. Then they serve bread, and I'm like, I'll have a corner of that. Yeah, just dip that in a little oil. Yeah, I can totally eat around my surgery. So that's why it's so important to have control. Keep control of yourself. So I just wanted to know if anybody else had any, weird phenomenon like that, or am I all alone on this island? I know I'm not alone with the gas, because at least Simply One Cal is able to be truthful about this experience. Unfortunately, I don't fart a lot, but I do have a bit of a belching problem, but mostly my sleeve is just really loud. So I just want to know if anybody else's sleeve feels the need to join into conversations and essentially make herself known. So I'm gonna go out for my walk now, and because I look crazy sitting in my car talking to myself, and then come home and take care of a few things. So I hope everybody has a super day. I have another topic kind of rolling around in my head, but I have to think about it. So I'll think about it on my walk and maybe post again later. Ciao!